You want to just chill for a second there, buddy? Thanks. Hello there, I'm the Nightmare Duke, and welcome to another Fallout 76 video where today we're going to be taking a look at the Pepper Shaker basically a year after its launch and take a look and see how it's performing and what it's really good at. So let's just jump straight into things. So first, just a quick look at the role we have here. We have an anti-armor version, which I always like testing with, and also have limb damage, which is usually useless, but on the Pepper Shaker it actually can work quite well, and then just some resistance when we reload. But over to the build. So with the build, you really do have a lot of options with the Pepper Shaker. It's a shotgun and it's a heavy gun, so there's a lot of cards to consider, but to get the most out of it, you really have to go all out with it. It'll be good if you can just go with the usual heavy gunner build or shotgunner build, but if you stack as much of those as possible, then it really starts to shine. So that means dropping some quality of life perks like some of the weight reduction stuff and survival stuff, but that's just a choice you gotta make for your build. Over in Legendary, nothing much here, just some electric absorption, which is always good, but the more you can give the Pepper Shaker, the better. Now, where it really shines, and that is in crippling and staggering enemies. Your big targets like the Behemoth here, you can make them completely useless in a fight due to the fact that the Pepper Shaker can benefit from both stuff like Enforcer and One Gun Army, and then if you get limb damage on it as well, yeah, it just cripples enemies so easily, takes them completely out of the fight. In the case of Behemoths and Deathclaws, ranged enemies like super mutants with weapons will still fire sporadically, but again, they're crippled to their location or extremely slow moving, giving you time to move around or leave them for other players to finish off. So it's really good in that regard. So going into groups of enemies like here at Westtech, you can just stagger and cripple all of them with the Pepper Shaker and just leave them all chilling on the ground. Other players can then finish them off, or just gives you time to take things at a leisurely pace. Or if you're running with people new to 76, then they can finish them off for some easy XP. Some it'll completely cripple all the way to the ground, others it'll just sort of slow them down and they'll do a slow walk animation. And the effect does wear off eventually, so do keep that in mind as well. But yeah, they're just all chilling on the ground now. Of course, still firing every now and then, but you can just do easy cleanup now and be on your merry way, basically. And particularly effective against your bigger targets like the Behemoth, the Deathclaw here. They don't have a gun, so they're just completely out of the fight and can't really do anything about it until that effect wears off, basically. So yeah, really easy cleanups. And with your bigger targets like this, you can keep them at bay while you handle some other enemies that may be rushing you. How does it do just as normal damage? It's really good. Not gonna have a problem slaying through any of your enemies. It's really unique. Lots of options in terms of those perk cards that you can go for. Quite a few barrel options as well, depending on what you like. Ammo, you got fusion, you got plasma, you got regular shotgun shells. So in terms of the ammo, it's quite easy to keep up with. Not the biggest magazine size on it, so you could opt for something like quad if that really bugs you. But overall, the Pepper Shaker, really cool looking weapon. Be cool if we can get some skins for it. But yeah, go all in on the build and it'll perform really well for you, and it's a lot of fun to use, especially on your bigger targets where you can just sort of cripple them and take them completely out of fights. Of course, you can get this plan to drop for you from the current Meat Week event, or if you happen upon it in a player selling it in their vendor, then you can also grab it up like that. But hopefully you have some good RNG and actually get it from the Meat Week event itself. But for now, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, then hey, consider liking and subscribing and sticking around for more Fallout content. As always, massive thank you to the channel members for their support. But for now, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.